Guys, welcome back to a brand new Rams video, and if this is the first time here and you're a Rams fan, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel. But today we are talking about Cooper Kupp and what the Rams have kind of done with him in the past and what they're doing with him now and what I think they should do. So Cooper Kupp, I think honestly is an amazing talent, and he has so much talent with his route running. You can really see, like especially in that Tampa Bay game from this year, you can just see his route running is really clean, really crisp, and he just has a knack for doing that. And his hands, besides the 49ers game this year, his hands are actually one of the best in the National Football League. He seems just to come down with the catches, and that's just one thing that makes him special out of many other things, like making people miss. And same can be said about Robert Woods. I mean, both these guys are great talents with the yards after catch, and even catching the ball and making screens turn into huge plays, because we have to give our credit to Robert Woods too. He does this really well, and he is used as a jet sweep type of guy too a lot, and that's what he's also good at, making people miss in that area of the football field. But we're talking about Cooper Kupp, so I think that both these guys can do well, but I think what Sean McVay should be doing is, I get that he's a little bit uncomfortable with Jared Goff, because who wouldn't be with like what Jared Goff has been doing this year and just what we've seen him do against certain defenses. You just kind of have to make the game a little bit more simpler for Jared Goff and make the easy dump off passes and everything like that. I feel like what we're seeing a lot of the times with Cooper Kupp this year, in the play calling for him specifically, is there's just a lot of those out routes and a lot of the short cut in and then cut outside. And yes, he does do this well and he does his job well, but I feel like could be used good for like a little bit deeper crossers and the kind of stuff he did in 2018, 2019, because he was doing well in that. And I'm not saying and by any means that he's struggling with any of his routes or anything. I think he's doing great and doing the best he can at his job, and he makes people miss and he still gets touchdowns. And like if you're in the red zone and maybe you're like that at the 10 or the 5-yard line, and those routes where you go in and then cut outside towards the goal line are really great, and even fades for him can be great too, and he's pretty much automatic with those. But I feel like we see most of the times that play calling for him, that same play calling where he goes in, out, or he comes and curls underneath after like 3 or 4 yards. And that's just kind of the Rams offense we're getting used to seeing this year, and what Sean McVay is trying to do to help protect Goff and make Goff have quicker decisions so it's not as bad. But I honestly feel like Kupp, like with everything he can do, he can make people miss. He saw in that against the Saints, if you're watching like a year ago, he made so many people miss and got down to the 1, and it was just a simple slant route. He can make people miss, and he has the softest hands to catch the ball, and he's great at route running. We've seen that, but I feel like sometimes he is underrated, but he's almost being, I don't know how to say it. It's almost like he's being more minimized in the Rams offense, because they do jet stuff, but on the pass plays, he only goes for shallow 2-3 yards, and he makes great plays out of those. Or I mean, as good of plays you can make out of those, but he doesn't get a ton of credit because he doesn't get those yards that we're used to seeing him get. So I think that's what the Rams should do in drawing up for him. Let me know what you think down below, and please make sure to subscribe if you did enjoy this video and you like Rams content. Have a great day, guys. God bless, and horns up.